glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So welcome to Srimad Bhagavad Gita class in the evening of this very auspicious day, Ekadasi. Today we are going to discuss chapter 18, text number 50. I will read the text and you all can repeat after me. Siddhim prapto tadha tha siddhim prapsyo yatha Brahma तथा प्रोति तदाप्नोति निबोध मे समासे नैव कौन्तेय निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा. There is some problem. Old age. Krishna. I'll read that. Siddhim prapto yatha brahma tadapnoti nibodhame samase naiva kaunteya nishta gnanasya ya para. Word-to-word meaning and translation purport by Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Siddhim, perfection. Praptaha, achieving. Yatha, as. Brahma, the Supreme. Tatha, so. Apnoti, one achieves. Nibodha, try to understand. Me, from me. This is me. It should be pronounced as me. Me, from me. Samasena, summarily. Eva, certainly. Kaunteya, O son of Kunti. Nishtha, the stage. Gnanasya, of knowledge. Ya, which. Para, transcendental. O son of Kunti, learn from me how one has achieved this perfection, can attain to the supreme perfectional stage Brahma, the stage of highest knowledge. By acting in the way I shall now summarize. Purport. The Lord describes for Arjuna how one can achieve the highest perfectional stage simply by being engaged in his occupational duty, performing that duty for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One attains the supreme stage of Brahma simply by renouncing the result of his work for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. This is the process of self-realization. The actual perfection of knowledge is in attaining pure Krishna consciousness that is described in the following verses. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guron Sri Yuttapadakamalam Sri Guron Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvi Tanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanudute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vanchakalpatarobhyasya Krupa Sindhubhya eva ca Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we have this very beautiful series of slokas which are being given as instructions by Krishna. Krishna explains about the three modes and how they are acting, how everyone will be performing various activities we have seen in the previous verses. Now Krishna is slowly coming to the conclusion. Srimad Bhagavad Gita 1850, just we are 22 short. So 678 slokas have already been completed. So now Krishna is slowly summing up how a person should make efforts to attain Krishna, attain Him, attain Golok Vrindavan, so that he doesn't suffer in this material world and keep on taking birth and death. So Krishna is giving all these instructions to the human beings through Arjuna. Here Krishna already explained about the Brahman, attaining Brahma, the various previous slokas. Krishna has said the occupational duties when one should perform the occupational duties even though it has got some defect, because it is better to carry out the own occupation duties as per the nature rather than copying or getting into troubles of some other nature. If a person is in varnasrama dharma, then he should perform all the activities per that. And now Krishna is giving that every endeavor, whatever a person is carrying out with fault or even if it contains some mistake, no problem, you kindly do it. Even if it is, even Krishna here, 48, that's what I was searching. Even if such work is full of fault, 48. So Krishna says, you kindly carry out your work, but what you should do is, you should control yourself. You should know that you are being driven by Krishna who is sitting in the heart. And so you control all your activities, control your mind, and unattached. This not having attachment makes the person to slowly come out of the liberation. So in 49, yesterday we have seen, one who is self-controlled and unattached and who disregards all material enjoyment can obtain by practice of renunciation the highest perfect stage of freedom from reaction. This highest stage Krishna is explaining as getting freedom from reactions. This freedom from reaction we should understand very carefully. And that stage, Krishna says, now I am going to explain you that stage, so you carefully listen. Krishna is saying the stage of perfection where the results or the reactions are not there. We see for every action there is a reaction. There is equal and opposite reaction. And the living entity, the human being, whatever he performs under the three modes of material nature. Satoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. The goodness, the mode of goodness, passion, and the ignorance. Any activity is performed either under Satoguna, the mode of goodness, or the passion, or the ignorance. Now, every activity has got its own result. We have seen in chapter 14 the detailed description how each one actually gives results. So, at the end, the gist is each guna, each mode of nature of activity gives the action, reaction. For every action, there is reaction. The Satoguna also gives the reaction as the punya, the accumulation of the result of good deeds. And as a result of good deeds, what will happen? You have to enjoy the pleasures. You have to. Because you have to get the reaction. You have done so much of charity, you have done so much of good things, you have done everything, and you are getting the result. When you are getting the result, you are bound to enjoy good or bad. Whatever actions which a living entity is performing, he will get the reaction because he is performing for attaining something. This is the basic fundamental thing. So when a person has done so much of good deeds, yes, he gets lot of punya and he has to go to heaven. Punya lokas, yes. And enjoy. Enjoy there. Anything you want to eat, no old age, no disease. But once the punya is over, once the result of good deeds are over, again comes back. You have to come back to this earth, where again you are conditioned by the three modes of material nature. Again you perform, okay, you are performing only good activities, let us say. You keep on doing all the good activities, again you accumulate, again you go, enjoy. When you enter into 5-star hotel, okay, you have all comforts. Whatever you want to eat. Buffet is there. Everything is included in the bill, and that bill is already paid, let us say. You enjoy, okay, you want to eat nice kachoris, you want to eat nice vada, you want to eat nice pakoda, you want to eat, anything you eat. After 5 days, that bearer comes, sir, are you vacating or you are paying? I have already paid. Sir, that is for 5 days. 5 days is already over. Sir, can I take out your luggage or you are vacating? And you have just kept the luggage out. Sir, shall I keep the luggage on the road? He is pushing you out. Similarly, in Swargaloka, everyone is pushed out after the punya, the result of good deeds are consumed, reduced. So, now, Krishna explains in 14th chapter, Traigunya Vishaya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. These 3 modes will definitely bind. So, Arjuna, they bind you. And you will keep on in this life and death cycle. You cannot come out. One may be thinking, I have constructed the hospitals, I have given charity, I have given this. All that is fantastic. You have got so much of punya. But it is binding, Arjuna, it's all binding you. It binds the living entity. So, Krishna says, you kindly get up, come out of these 3, Traigunya Vishaya Veda. These Vedas, they teach about the performing various activities, karma kanda, to get the result and for the enjoyment, and these are performed by the 3 modes of material nature. Get up from that. Act above the 3 modes of material nature, where the reactions are not there. So the Newton law, the third law of Newton's third law says that for every reaction there is equal and opposite reaction. Krishna says that actually is giving trouble. Now you do action where you will not get any reaction. How is that? So, and Arjuna asks in 14th chapter, so the person who is acting above the 3 modes of material nature, Krishna, can you kindly explain what are the qualities? And how he attains this? What is the process of attaining this, coming out of the 3 modes of material nature? Krishna, can you kindly explain? And what is his behavior? What are his qualities? He is possessing this quality and how he is behaving. So 3 questions he asks and Krishna explains them very nicely. Krishna gives the list of qualities in the 14th chapter, I think 22 or Kair Lingai Trin Gunan. Arjuna asks, and as a reply, Pravrittincha Nivrittincha Janana Vidarasura starts and he explains all the qualities. He doesn't get when there is illumination, he is not bothered. Nivrittincha, when something goes against him, he is neither bothered nor he feels happy. And all those various qualities explains. And the process of obtaining, Krishna says, Manchayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate trigunan samati chaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Here Krishna says he attains what is known as Brahma. He attains the Brahma. So, Manchayo avyabhicharena, this is 14:26. So, before that, I think from 14:21, 22, Krishna explains various qualities and ultimately says to attain the stage where a person has transcended, person has actually jumped, come out, has come out of the, crossed out of the three modes of material nature. How he can do it? Mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate.
Hare Krishna, sorry, that is all 16, chapter 16.
Four-
Pravrittinja nivrittinja manchayo vyabhicharena.
16?
16.
Yeah, is it? 14, 26. Manchayo avyabhicharena, because these are all. In 16, some similar thing is there, but it's 14:26. Just see. 14:26.
Then 7, 6.
Yeah. Because, no, the modes of material nature in chapter 14, after Krishna has explained, this is the way. In 21, I have not opened, I thought I will cut short the time. In 14:21, Arjuna asks, Kairlinge Strim Guda Neta Natita Bhavati Prabho. Hey Krishna, oh my Lord, by which symptoms one is known who is transcendental to these modes of material nature, three modes. So Krishna starts explaining, 21. Then Krishna gives the qualities, 22 to 25. Prakashancha pravrittincha mohameva cha pandava. And 26, Krishna explains the process. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing, in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahma. This is the one, and the explanation we can again come back here, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, as we see in 54. Now, Krishna is explaining, actually Krishna is repeating. You see, you carry out manchayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. You carry out the devotional activities for me. Avyabhicharena, in all circumstances, with full determination. Not that when you are happy, yes, Krishna, or when you are unhappy, only, oh Krishna, Krishna, oh okay, whatever you say will follow. Krishna, please let me come out of this trouble. Now I am having corona. Kindly, in future, once he is out, he says, oh, negative, now you can go anywhere, eat anything. You don't have any problem. Yes, I don't have any problem. Oxygen level is, yes, every day, any time I am measuring 98, 100, it is coming. Okay, yeah. Oh, he forgets Krishna. And he feels, okay, I have achieved because I have taken this tablet, I have done this, I have taken steam, you see, and he guides all the people. You see, I have done, you all follow. Now, in any circumstances, good or bad, just like Pandavas, in so many difficult circumstances they remembered. And Kunti Maharani, after getting the whole kingdom back, after all the enemies have been removed, and Kunti Maharani says, oh Krishna, please, if the problems are not there, I may forget. Kindly give me problems so that I always remember you. We always remember you and you always come to our rescue. If there are no problems, then we may not remember. Krishna, kindly give that boon. She asked for the problems. Kunti Maharani's prayers. So, manchayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. Saguna. This is the way a person can immediately, at once, Krishna says, at once he will transcend the three modes of material nature. So, again, Krishna is explaining that the person who is attaining that stage of Brahma Bhuta, the person who is acting like Brahma, having the qualities of Brahma. The person who has got that, Krishna explains, we will see after 2-3 days, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, he will not have the pleasure or he will not have the sorrow, he will not feel bad, he will not feel good, he will maintain very, very neutral for all the actions. And why it is so? Because he knows this is the body which is taking all that. For the Atma, it doesn't matter. Any problem, any circumstances, it doesn't matter. Just like you are sitting in AC, you are feeling comfortable. Body is feeling. The same person is sitting in very hot sun. Who is suffering? The body is suffering. The Atma is same. It was in AC. Atma, with Atma, the Atma was in AC. Atma was in hot condition. Atma again in very cold condition. Atma actually is having the same position. It is the body which is taking with the senses. Oh, it is very cold. Oh, it is very hot. If those things, if we try to control and be neutral, okay, I am suffering because my senses are indicating me, okay, these are not going to stay long. So, that is what actually Brahmabhuta Prasannatma, again he comes to the level, his qualities are explained, which we will see in a short time, in a few days. So the point here, Prabhupada explains, the perfection stage is when the person carries out the devotional activity. The perfection stage, one attains the supreme stage of Brahman simply by renouncing the result of his work for the satisfaction of Krishna. When a person renounces all the results of his work, a person who is working very hard, if he is able to renounce, if he is able to say all these, whatever work he is doing, it is for Krishna. I am nothing to do. If I am working hard from morning 8 o'clock to night 10 o'clock in the business, okay, whatever results are there, all results are for Krishna. So what is for me? For you is to serve Krishna. The main thing is Jivera Swarupa Hai Nitya Krishna Dasa. That is the very nature. And when we don't follow that very nature, when we go against that nature, that we are serving Krishna. That is our prime duty. And we want to serve our own senses. We want to enjoy ourselves forgetting Krishna. It's not for Krishna, it is for me. The moment we forget Krishna, then Maya is waiting, Maya catches. When Maya catches, Maya has got only one duty, giving 3 types of miseries. The 3 types of miseries which will make, what are the 3 types? Anybody can tell? Adhyatmik, Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik. So these 3 types of miseries, Maya is waiting. The moment somebody has forgotten, okay, this fellow has forgotten. Okay, enjoy yourself, enjoy, forget Krishna. And it gives 3, all the miseries can be divided into these 3 types, and he has to suffer. Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik and Adhyatmik. Adi Daivik, the demigods which they give the problems, miseries by hot, cold, floods and all that. Adi Bhautik. Adi Bhautik is from the outside, whatever difficulties we get by the other living entities. Somebody insults, somebody beats, somebody bites, some monkeys attack, all these others, those who give the troubles, problems, miseries. Adi Atmik, Atma, that is coming from his own, the mind, man, that gives the problem. Oh, I should have done 20 years back, I was doing business, I have unnecessarily wasted lakhs of rupees there. I should have done, I should have used, I don't know why I have done, I am a fool, 30 years back, I wanted to marry, one girl wanted to marry me, I rejected her, I married my... had I married, I would have become a big shot, very rich person. I don't know. Hurry, how foolish. And that gives and he feels, always thinking, I should have done, I could have done, all this. The mind gives. He said like this, I have told, why did he say, I have done so much. So all these three types of miseries, they are given by Maya. Maya is waiting. You have forgotten Krishna? Take these troubles. The person who works for Krishna, the person who is in full Krishna consciousness, he doesn't have this because he thinks this body is temporary. Today I have this. If Krishna wants me to again take birth here, I will get another body. So whatever I am doing is for Krishna. It is Krishna who will take care of me. He may give good results, he may give bad, no problem. Whatever good and bad which are coming, Krishna is giving because I have done all the bad things. I am getting the reaction and Krishna is reducing them. Krishna is reducing the reactions and giving. Otherwise I would have had much more problems. Oh Krishna, you have reduced the troubles. Thank you very much Krishna. For any trouble, for any misery, he again prays to Krishna. In misery also he prays. In any happy moments also he prays to Krishna. He is always praying to Krishna. He is always remembering Krishna. So he says, I have nothing to do. So he doesn't bother and Maya looks at him. He is not bothering. He is always remembering Krishna. Krishna, this fellow has passed the test. Krishna, another test. Every day, every moment. So the series of tests, we don't know how many are there, each level. Then Krishna, this fellow has passed. Okay, promote him. Next. Okay, some more knowledge. Yes, all these days I don't know. I was reading again and again. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivisto matta smriti gnanam apokanancha. Each and every living entity, I am sitting in each and every living entity and giving the three things. Matta, smriti, gnana, apoha. Smriti, the memory. Gnana, intelligence. And apoha, the forgetfulness. And this, each time you read, you will get different meanings. And the meaning will keep on getting perfect, matured. How it is coming? Because this fellow is passing that test conducted by Maya. So they go ahead. As the pure devotional service is carried out, Krishna will definitely take care of all the needs and there is no suffering or anything. That's why the person who understands this totally, he will not feel any bad. Anybody insults, no problem. Any problem comes, no problem. He will try to work hard, but he is totally unattached. You see, I am trying my best. If I am getting okay, I will try again. It is as per the wish of Krishna. As Krishna decides, things are working. My duty is to carry out to the full of my ability. So, coming to that stage and remaining in the perfect devotional service will definitely take us back to Godhead. We have one very nice description of Katvanga Maharaj. Katvanga Maharaj was very, very powerful. Katvanga. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 1. And in 13, Katvango nama rajarshir gnatve yatam ihayushaha muhurtat sarvamusrijya gatavan vubhayam harim gatavan abhayam harim. So what happened? This Katvanga Maharaj was very, very strong, very powerful. When demons, the asuras, when they attacked Indra and all devatas, demigods were getting defeated. All devatas were getting defeated. They were seeing, why we are getting defeated? We don't have strong people who are actually fighting with the demons. they search for that. Who is there? Who is very strong? Then they find Khatwanga Maharaj is very strong, he can fight. So they approach Khatwanga Maharaj. Hey Khatwanga Maharaj, kindly fight with the demons. They are actually defeating us, we are nowhere. So kindly help us. So Khatwanga Maharaj comes and he fights with the Asuras, and Asuras were defeated. So all Devatas, they feel very happy. So they say, Khatwanga Maharaj, please, whatever you want in this Swarga, in this heaven, you can enjoy for any number of years, any time. So he says, no, you wait. Now, how much my life is left out? Can you kindly give me that? How much life is left out on the earth? Then, immediately he was told, you have one moment as per that. That means a few minutes on the earth. So immediately he says, I will go to the earth. He comes to the earth and that's all. He is totally in Krishna consciousness and he leaves the body and he goes back to Godhead. Because Krishna has promised, whoever remembers me at the time of death, he will attain me. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam chadichante kalevaram tam tame vete kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanus mara yudhyacha. Mayarpita mano buddhir mame vaishyasya asamshaya. So whatever you think at the time of death, that is what you are going to achieve. If you think about Krishna, you are going to achieve Krishna. That is the whole thing. That is why Krishna, Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam 8.6, 8.7, 8.5, 8.6. I am forgetting. 8.6, 8.7. So, Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Mamanus Mara Yudhyacha. Tasmat. That's why always remember me. Sarveshu Kaleshu. And then what you do? Mamanus Mara Yudhyacha. You perform, you fight. Always remembering me. Because by chance if you are getting killed, you will come back to me. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam. Whatever you remember, whatever you are thinking at the time of death, you are going to get. That's why always remember me and perform your duty of fighting. And that's all, you will come back. So our effort is always to remain in Krishna consciousness. Not that after taking bath, when we are doing some arati or when we are just decorating some flowers on Krishna's deity, okay, and afterwards when we come out, oh, my friends, or others. No. Always, whatever be, that is again, in many places, it is given like that. Krishna, after giving all this knowledge, in 1861, 62, actually it starts from 61. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudani mamaya. Yantrarudani maya. Just like the person who is sitting in an yantra, in a machine, and somebody is rotating. Just like that, I am sitting in everyone's heart and I am driving them. So next sloka, Krishna explains, Tameva Sharanam Gaccha. Go and take shelter under him. Why? So that you get the peace. You get peace of mind, you get happiness here, and you will get the Paramdham, the Golok Vrindavan Dham. You will achieve me, where there is no Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. 1863, Krishna says, Iti te gnanam akhyātam guhyāt guhyataram maya vimrisheta dasheshena yathechasi tatha kuru. Oh Arjuna, you see, I have given you very confidential, very secret knowledge that how to live happily, how to attain the happy abode, going back to Godhead. I have given you this secret knowledge. Krishna, Krishna says, Arjuna, Vimrishetad asheshena, ashesha, without anything remaining. You keep on thinking, contemplate. Think about this. And yadhechasi thatha kuru. The way you want to perform it is up to you. You want to listen to my instructions? Okay. If you don't want to listen to my instructions and you want to do everything for your own satisfaction, it is up to you. I have told you all the things. I have given you the knowledge that you should take shelter under him and perform all the activities. Then you will go back. You will get the peace of mind here. You get happiness here. And you go to the place where it is ever increasing happiness. So you take shelter under him, under Krishna, under me. But if you think, no, I am enjoying, I am working hard, I am getting money, and where Krishna is coming into picture, okay. Next life, for the property which you have purchased, you will be outside, dog as guarding the whole this thing, property. And next life, like that you keep on taking the birth. It is up to you. So Krishna makes it very clear that the living entity, the jiva, has got little independence through which he can act as per the instructions or as per his own thinking. But an intelligent person thinks that he has to follow the instructions of Krishna and be in Krishna consciousness. The person, that's why in 10.8, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaha sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. That person who is intelligent understands and he is in the service, in the devotional service, because everything is emanated from me. Krishna says in 10.8, the Chaitanya Sloka Bhagavad Gita, first sloka. So, the person who understands Krishna, who is intelligent, the Buddha Bhava Samanvita, those who are intelligent, they will immediately understand and become Krishna consciousness. Those who are not intelligent, he may be a very big businessman, he might have got many PhDs. No, he is not intelligent because he is not understanding Krishna, and he will have his own birth and deaths, lakhs, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. At least when we understand, when we make efforts to always remembering Krishna and never forgetting Krishna, Krishna helps us. Maybe we may have a few more hundreds of lives, but we will not have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of life. Maybe a few hundreds, maybe a few thousands of lives. That is nothing comparing with the millions and millions and millions. So it is better that we practice as much as possible, totally, the concepts given here, coming to the level of pure devotional service by sacrificing, by renunciation of all the results for Krishna. So, as per the purport given in Prabhupada, which Prabhupada has very nicely explained, these qualities which tomorrow we are going to read, and the qualities which were explained before Manchayo Avyabhicharena 1426, all those qualities can be achieved in one gone shot: serving for Krishna, working for Krishna under all circumstances. So, with this, we should make ourselves, we should check ourselves, am I really working 100% for Krishna, or how much I am working? If my answer is that, I am working only a few percentage, honestly, then I must improve as early as possible, come to the level of pure devotional service. With these things, I thought I should stop here. We are nearing the end. So, if you have some questions, we will discuss. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, Prabhuji, as you mentioned, always remember Krishna and don't forget Krishna. So, during our sadhana time, like japa or reading Bhagavatam or attending, so that time we are engaging ourselves. So, during that time we are engaging ourselves and we are remembering Krishna. We are doing akarma. But after, like when we are going out or work or talking with our friends or doing some planning, so these are the time where we never forget Krishna. But sometimes, like what we should do that during the time where we are not doing sadhana, so that time also we remember how it is.
Very nice. So we are doing sadhana during 1 hour, 2 hours. That means we are connected to Krishna only within 1 hour, 2 hours. That is the whole thing. So remaining period, when we are forgetting Krishna, then we are not in full Krishna consciousness. If you are an engineer, if you are working, then immediately whatever ideas I am getting, if I am able to reduce the number of rejections, increase the efficiency, or advise the officers working under me, the technicians, engineers working under me, if I am able to do, I am able to do because Krishna, you have given this idea. Krishna, it is all yours. I have nothing because Krishna is sitting in the mind and giving ideas as per our previous karma. And Krishna can give excellent ideas and immediately take out everything also. So as we keep on remembering Krishna in all the activities, Krishna will take care and he will show the way. Like you have come to Vrindavan, everyone has come to Vrindavan. Before that we were working somewhere. And why everything is left out and come here? Krishna definitely shows the way. So with that, if we are really seriously practicing, definitely this will be the last life. Otherwise also, we will definitely have a few more lives and we definitely go back to Godhead. Because we are already on the path moving very fast, particularly when we are in Vrindavan. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, very well explained.
Thank you.
I am just trying to understand the word Brahman we had used earlier, that get the platform of Brahman.
Brahman.
So can you please explain that?
Brahma is taken as the person who is having all the knowledge. The person, the first Jiva.
What is a Brahman?
Yeah.
So
First,
it is different from the Jiva.
Yeah. He is also Jiva. He has to leave the body after a period. So he is the one who has got all the knowledge, making the earth, making the Jivas, everything. Everything. That means he is the one who is perfect. So coming to the perfect stage
So we are
is...
not in the Brahman state.
No, that's why we have all kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, mascharya.
Brahman state.
These are all impurities. These contaminations, impurities, when they are removed, then we also come to the level of Brahma. Brahma bhuta prasannatman na sochati na kan. We will see in the next few more days. Kindly come every day and we understand.
Minus all these negative points.
And always totally attach it to Krishna. 100% attach it to Krishna. All activities, when it is only for Krishna, then he will not have any sort of feeling, whether it is the dvandva, the sukha, dukkha, then sita, ushna, happy.
He is different than the Brahman platform.
The knowledge, the Brahma level is not that Brahma Loka, going to Brahma Loka. No. Brahma level means having that perfection. Clean, pure.
Would it be possible that we can achieve that Brahman level?
Why not? Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the only way to achieve that. Chanting and then Kirtan, then hearing. Hearing, chanting. Hearing, chanting. Hearing, chanting. Chanting kirtan also a part of chanting, we will say chanting. Yeah. Possible? Prabhupada says with 100% guarantee. Only thing is we should be totally determined. With determination and renunciation. Renunciation. I should come out. Attachment. Coming out of the attachment.
So demigod is at the Brahman level. Demigod Brahma, Lord Brahma,
No.
demigod Brahma,
No.
he is at the Brahman level?
No.
He is not in the Brahman.
No. Demigods also, unless they practice devotional service, anybody, it is not that, again, suppose there are three types of people who come out of the three modes of material modes, three modes. Gnani, then Yogi, then Bhakta.
Who is the first?
Jnani, the person who attains lot of knowledge, like Bhagavad Gita, 18.28, 1822, 122, anything, any meaning. What is the use? Has he got the devotion in the mind? Has he implemented any one of them? We see so many Pandits, they claim, he is such a big devotee. No, whether he has got, has he implemented? Has he really understood what he means? So that Jnani, that is of no use. They will never achieve Krishna. They cannot go. Then the yogi is siddhi, they try to get some sort of thing, do all sorts of this thing, becoming small, becoming big, or taking some sort of exercises or showing some powers. So whole life is wasted in attaining them by doing some sort of practices. So that is also no use. But when a person is dedicating, understanding that he is controlled by Krishna, it is Krishna who is performing. My life is meant for satisfying Krishna. Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. I am part and parcel of Krishna and my duty is to serve Krishna. Not that I should enjoy, have money, I should enjoy. No, this money is given by Krishna, so the money is used for Krishna's service. So once this comes, then slowly we are nearing Krishna, we are getting detachment. Otherwise, money, my house, my bank balance, who has given you the bank balance? Who has given you the money? This, no, I have achieved. What have you achieved? When somebody questions your ego, what do you think? I am such a big businessman, I have given quotation so much, convinced them, I got so much percentage profit. So, okay, who had given you the brain? That's why Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am the one who is giving. Sarvasya chahum hridi sannivishto. I am sitting in every living entity's heart. Whether you agree, disagree, you don't believe. And I am giving the knowledge. I am giving the memory. I am giving the power to forgetfulness. So it is Krishna who is doing. Once totally that is imbibed in our blood, when it is coming, everything is done by Krishna, it is Krishna only, then all activities are meant for Krishna. Then whatever activity is done, that becomes akarma. Akarma is the where there is no reaction. Where there is no reaction, it is against the law of Newton's third law. For every reaction there is equal and opposite reaction. That reaction is not for me. That reaction is absorbed by Krishna. Yeah. So a person who wants to attain the Brahma level, he can definitely attain, provided he follows the principles.
That demigod Brahman is different.
Yeah.
Demigod Brahman is different.
Yes.
I'm just Brahman.
Yeah. That's why devatas also, demigods also, demigods, they want to take birth on the earth and perform the devotional activity to get themselves elevated to Goloka Vrindavan. If you perform lot of charity, lot of yajna and all that, then you will also become one of the devatas. Definitely, if you are doing that, you will go to, then you take birth as devata. Devatas have got their children, their families, all that we see in Bhagavatam. So we also take birth there, and you also enjoy very nice body, very nice anything, everything is available. Anything is available. So because that is the bhoga, bhoga yoni, this is the karma. Here when we perform the activities for Krishna, then we get liberated, go directly to Krishna Loka, Goloka Vrindavana. Otherwise we go to heaven, that's what. Katvanga Rishi, he could have enjoyed for a long time in heaven, but he immediately came to the earth and performed devotional activity. Srimad Bhagavatam clearly says he has gone back to Godhead. Yes, directly. Bypassed everything. Correct. So, that's why going or becoming a demigod, that's of no use. We have to come back again. Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punar Avartino Arjuna. Everywhere, wherever you are, you have to come back to this earth.
This is a neutral gear position.
Yeah, that's why we have to perform devotional service where we don't have any reaction and we go back to Godhead. If we are doing only for Krishna, then you will not have any reaction. If it is meant only for Krishna, that is the fundamental. That is Krishna consciousness. Yes, Mantha.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for the class. My question is about everything for Krishna. So, Prabhuji, how practically we can execute it? For example, I am studying, for few hours. Then I should go to Krishna and say to him that the study I did, I am sending it to you like this. Or how can I execute it, doing everything?
In any activity, wherever, suppose you are working, if you are a student, you are studying engineering, let us say. You are studying engineering, so if you are getting 90%, if you are getting 70%, anything, okay, Krishna, as per your wish. As per your wish. Everywhere, Krishna should be the center. I am studying this so that I work hard for Krishna. I earn 1 lakh rupee for Krishna. You can see the Maharajas, so many, our ISKCON Maharajas, how they lived. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he was working, Prabhupada said, you continue working. We want money. So whatever money he was earning, he was giving to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada gives him, okay, for your day-to-day. So everything for Krishna. That is what is everything for Krishna. Yeah.
And if other thoughts will come, maybe other thoughts no, this could be the benefit if I do something like this, then what?
So the benefit should be related to Krishna. The benefit is, if it is for me, I am bound. That is the fundamental. If it is for me, that becomes karma kanda. Karma kanda means you work for enjoyment of yourself. Whereas you work for the enjoyment, for the satisfaction of Krishna. You sing. If you are singing, it is not that everyone says, oh, Mataji, so nicely. No, for Krishna. I am singing, whatever be the level of voice. When you sing for the pleasure of Krishna. When you make the roti or dal or anything, it is for the pleasure of Krishna. Krishna, I am making rotis for you. Krishna, this dal is for you. Krishna, please taste. Please take this. And I have to go to my college early. Krishna, take it fast. You speak to Krishna, Krishna reciprocates. Krishna speaks back with all your heart when you speak. And that's why in the morning, Mangalarati, why it's all dark, Everyone will be, the devotees are talking to Krishna, Krishna is speaking back. They don't want to be exposed to the whole public. So it is always hard.
Now we know why it's done.
And some people will have tears in their eyes. Some people will be talking. Some people may be cussing also. Krishna, you have made me like this. I lost my chance to sing in the Mangalarti. I lost. Krishna means, okay. I make your voice all right. Or Krishna will enjoy. Let him suffer. Krishna wants to see. Just like the mother wants to see that the child is searching for the mother. Mother keeps the child and goes back and watches. Mommy, mommy. Mother will be enjoying. You find out. Okay, have you understood? When mommy is not there, how much you suffer? Then mommy comes after some time. So Krishna enjoys when some devotee is actually suffering for Krishna. That viraha, separation of Krishna, vipralamba bhava. So any activity, if we bring Krishna, then that is Krishna consciousness. Otherwise we are not in Krishna consciousness. Simple. Sometimes we are getting attached to Krishna, getting some transcendental happiness, and that switch is off. We are not attached. So actually there is no power. A fan is rotating as long as it is having the connection with the electricity. The power generation may be 100 kilometers back. But the moment the connection is off, fan stops rotating. Similarly, our transcendental relationship is always when we are yukta. Yukta karma phalam tyaktva shanti mapnoti naistikim ayukta kamakarena phale sakto nibhadyate. The moment ayukta, the person who works for himself, then he is born because of the fruitive expectation, fruitive results. Okay, Mata. Any other question? Yes, some more.
Yeah, how can we through the 24 hours consciousness while sleeping also? How can we?
Yeah. When you...
While sleeping we are not...
Yes. No. The Atma, the mind is always alert. It will be thinking. If you always remember Krishna and if you keep on thinking about Krishna and sleep, that's why at the while you are sleeping, you have to say Guruve Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. We remember Krishna, Radha Rani and his devotees and all that. So we remember that and sleep. So the mind carries out the same feelings. So you will keep on thinking about Krishna even in the dream. You will experience it. Yeah.
That is not possible for me.
It will. Many people will feel that. Yes.
You should just try.
Prabhupada said that read Krishna book, one story every night before you go to sleep.
Yes.
You remember that.
That's what. Before going to bed, the best way is to read the Krishna's book, Krishna's stories, pastimes, Krishna book. And you will always remember only that. Otherwise, mind will go back. 10 years back, 15 years back, you came to Vrindavan, what is happening there? You have left your business there. That man is making lakhs, he is giving only thousands. Or he is showing loss. So we stop here. I hope we can have more interactions. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Jai Jai Sri.